Hi guys, welcome back. Yeah, I'm happy to be here too, Cookie. It feels good. So good to see everyone again. Hopefully we had a okay week with everything happening in the world right now. Time to escape to a delicious world. Yeah, time for a change. Yeah, we're here for the moment. Exactly. Okay, let's get this booklet. Okay, so first things first, guys, let's prep up our veg. So like I said, we have carrot, parsnip, one of my faves, really nice and like sweet and kind of fruity, let's say. And then turnip. So the same vegetables that we actually used last week. We're just using up what we had left. Do I feel like putting anything else in there? Maybe we can do some squash. Squash is always good. And I think actually squash would be a good one to add because the squash that I'm using today is called kabocha squash, and it's a little bit like starchy and dense. So it would be good to like soak up all the chicken juices as it roasts. I think that is a smart thing to do. Okay, chicken, 8 pieces. After that, we'll start our gravy because that has to simmer for a little bit of time. Actually, the longer the gravy simmers or like the stock, the better your gravy is gonna be. And yeah, the chicken back is a really good thing to use in there. It's got a lot of connective tissue, lots of bones, and usually a little bit of meat too. So veg, chicken, gravy, and then the potatoes. And then in the potatoes, obviously we're gonna be roasting garlic as well. So we should get that garlic roasting a little bit earlier, kind of have the oven on. Once the garlic's roasted, pop the chicken into there and everything will come out at the same time. And then typically the dairy that I put in are mashed potatoes, butter, sour cream, maybe a little bit of whipping cream to like loosen it up. We'll see. So underneath potatoes, I'll just put butter and sour cream. I think we have a bit of scallions to like slice up and garnish on the potatoes too, so that'll be good. Okay, friends, let's do this. I'll just put at the bottom of the list. Obviously, we need to roast 450 F. I'm gonna go 425 because my oven's a bit hot and I don't want to burn veggies or chicken skin. Last time I tried to roast veggies at 450, they definitely wanted to try and burn. So let's go a little bit lower than that today. And I think cutting the chicken up into those 8 pieces like that, plus the veggies in the pan, probably somewhere around the half an hour mark. And then we always rest it for 10 minutes minimum. Done and done, guys. Let's get started. I'm gonna get some veggies out. Time to do a little bit of knife skills. It's starting to smell good in this kitchen. Okay, so I suppose our next step here is to start searing off our chicken. We'll get it seasoned up. So the burner's still warm, so it shouldn't take very long. And I'm gonna do a medium-high heat there, and just a little bit of grapeseed oil down in the bottom. Just enough to coat, because we are gonna get some fat from the chicken as well, right? So yeah, definitely wanna season all of the skin side on this. I think I'll only season it on the one side. Definitely want to season that chicken wing inside and out. I'll just give that a pat. Oh, I might have a sneeze incoming from the peppercorns in here. Kind of feel it building. It's usually pretty instant. Time to sear. We're not cooking the chicken. We're just searing it, which means cook it until it's like golden brown on the outside, starting to crisp up. And this is why we do it at a higher heat as well. Just want to check. Oh yeah, that's searing up really nice already. Are you guys ready for this flip? How amazing is that? Do just a little bit more seasoning. Okay, now we can go for the flip. Beautiful. That's the color we're looking for, guys. Amazing. Whoa, that one was almost too dark. Okay, this guy I'm taking out of there. Nice golden brown on the other side as well. Don't want to go too dark because these are going to be cooked in the oven at a higher heat. And that's our garlic coming out. Perfect. So that roasted up for 25 minutes at 375 Fahrenheit. The garlic comes out, the chicken and veg goes in. So there we go, guys. All I did was kind of squeeze the garlic clove in the head, and if it was like soft, then I know it's been roasted enough. We'll be able to mix it into the mashed potatoes. So let's let that cool off first before we start squeezing them out. Turnip, carrot, and parsnip. So coat those in enough oil so that they don't dry out in the high heat. Actually gonna put the wider parts of the chicken to the outside of the pan because that'll cook a bit quicker that way. Same with the chicken breast. So put the skinny part of it into the center. Awesome. I think that looks so good. We're popping that in a 425 degree Fahrenheit oven. And why don't we set 15-minute timer? And then we'll probably rotate halfway through. I just think that'll be a good time to check. And I do have that on a higher rack in the oven to help with browning the chicken. Just need some butter and sour cream to finish off the mashed potatoes with the roasted garlic. Maybe some scallion for garnish. Okay, it should be as easy as just like taking the head of garlic. Oh, it's still a little bit hot. And just picking out those soft little cloves. And I just like to put it back into the oil. And then just mash like the whole cloves into the mashed potatoes. I really love how this meal is timing out. Like, I've been so relaxed while making it. I hope that one day you guys will do the same for yourself. Like I said, this is just such a good dish to have in your repertoire. Okay, we did it. My hands are actually so tasty right now. It would be a shame to wash this off, but we have to. Okay, let's just put that aside. Save that for our mashers in a little bit here. Roast garlic, check. This should be great. How good does this look right now, though? Good color on it. Should have some amazing flavor. It smells super good. Nice and herby. Oh, try not to spill. Oh, we are spilling a bit. Will I be able to fit everything into this pot? I'm gonna strain it all and then maybe pour out like half of this into a container. Get that melting, and then take out some flour. You can go with all-purpose. I've honestly never made a roux with oil. I think it wouldn't really taste at all. So I wouldn't recommend it. I would always try and use butter in the roux for thickening because you'll get the best flavor. So now our butter is melted. I'm gonna turn the heat down to medium-low. And we're just going to put in a bit of flour. Mix that together until it's nice and even. The more flour you add and the thicker the paste you make, well, the thicker your gravy is gonna be. We only really want it to coat the back of a spoon. So I'm only gonna do a bit more flour like that. There we go. That's nicely mixed and there are no lumps. Next step, we're gonna start pouring in a bit of the broth. Just a bit at a time. You can see how it like instantly thickens. And we pour just a little bit at a time so that we don't have any lumps in the gravy. Because if you start with a floury lump, it will cook into a floury lump. And like, look at that color as well. So if you use a roux to thicken your gravy, it'll be more like almost creamy compared to if you use a cornstarch slurry. It's gonna be more clear, more like a jus. It's looking good. I think we can add the rest of that. And then as this comes up to a simmer, we do want to stir pretty frequently. I know that the flour likes to try and sink to the bottom of the pot as it cooks out, and we don't want it to burn. Let's get our thermometer. I think the legs are for sure finished. Just double check our chicken breast. And should probably try a veggie just to make sure they are cooked. Oh yeah, we're good, guys. That's gotta rest up. Okay, why don't we add like most of this butter to start? You can always add a bit more. You always add the butter first. Kind of creates this barrier with the starches from the potato. And I'm not like super rough with the potatoes at this point either. The more you mix them, the more gluey they will get. But the dairy really does help. Okay, that's looking good, guys. Nice and buttery. I'm gonna do like that much. Maybe those two as well. I was gonna do half. It's not gonna be too much. It's been roasted. It's not raw. Mash that into there. And yeah, we're doing like full cloves. Or like a smashed roasted garlic mash. Smash and mash. Sour cream time. Let's do 1, 2, 2.5 spoonfuls of the sour cream. And that's how you make super creamy mashers, guys. Didn't that just like transform? Okay, now it can be a bit more rough. Get it smooth and then we'll taste it. Really nice, like light and sweet garlic flavor in there. Definitely need some salt to bring it out even more, because the only thing we've done so far is season the water. Yeah, that is some creamy stuff. It doesn't have the butter pockets like Sam's do. We're going with a big old scoop. Kind of let it fall naturally on there. Beautiful. I'm gonna go with this amazing looking chicken leg right here. Just pop that like that, kind of nestle it on. That's kind of how it would be presented to you guys at the table. Yeah, the herbs are green, or they were. No, I'll grab a scallion real quick. Do a quick little slice up. And maybe a touch of parsley from outside. We got options. Just a little like drizzle over there. Now they're going everywhere. Can we not, scallions? Contain yourselves. Thank you for the love today, guys. Just gonna let this gravy kind of do its thing. The chicken juices running out of there right now are kind of worrying me, even though we tempt it. It's like a bit pink. We'll see though. The mashed potatoes with the gravy. Oh, babe. Root veg, roasted up nice. It's tender, but not mushy. Still has a bit of texture to it. Checking the parsnip. I've had a turnip, I've had a carrot. And yeah, having the veggies in the bottom of the pan, under the chicken, they soaked up all the tasty juices. Okay, one more potato. Like, I could just eat a whole plate of potatoes. This is always like my favorite part of the chicken thigh to bite into first. Best amount of like skin and meat. Mmm. That is juicy. That's why we let it rest for the amount of time that we do. It's like dripping. Whoa, that's why it's running. Okay, check this out. Sometimes you have this happen and it just weirds me out totally. So every now and then when you get a chicken, sometimes the bone is cracked, like in the leg or sometimes even under the breast. If that happens, the blood like runs through the meat, which just happened. I was like, why can't I like pick this apart? Because the thigh bone is cracked and it makes it look like the chicken is raw, but it's actually like fully cooked. So if we tear this apart, I just want to show you guys, because this can happen and it might be like weird for you guys, but no, it's okay. If you go all the way in, it's all cooked. And yeah, sometimes you just got to be savage like that. Find out what's going on. Juicy marrow, yeah. Mmm. The skin with the chicken, you guys. What? I don't even think we need the gravy. Yeah, we're going caveman. I love it. Yep, always good to show you guys that stuff too. Because yeah, it might weird you out, but it's okay. And yeah, it's not actually weird. It's delicious. But when you can just like pull apart the drumstick like that too, you did good. Like having that juicy One other thing that really does help keep your chicken juicy, cooking it with the bone in and the skin on. So if you're someone that eats the boneless, skinless chicken breasts all the time, I think you're kind of missing out. There's way much more flavorful pieces of chicken. Okay, friends, I think we're wrapping it up. I think that's gonna be it. Sammy's not feeling lunch just yet. Maybe he did have Wendy's. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, we'll see you tomorrow, bright and early, probably around like 5 a.m. I might still be sleeping. So all of you backup pitmasters, hopefully you can keep Sammy company. Probably wake up around like 6 or 7 tomorrow, and then go on again at 11 a.m. as always. And yeah, we have really good recipes linked for the pork ragu tomorrow, going with the creamy polenta, roasted Brussels sprouts, and broccoli. Please, please stop scritching. And then the dessert is a German apple cake, which I'm so excited to try. I've heard so many good things about it as well. Yeah, you won't be up until that time anyways. Okay, I'm hitting that button, guys. Thank you to everyone for the biddies today, supporting our next goal for a new vacuum sealer for the food truck. Yes. Thanks to all of the long-term resubs today. That is crazy to think that there's people out there with 31-month subscriptions to the channel. Welcome in all new followers from some of our raids today. I hope you pop back tomorrow and hopefully Sunday too. Check out what we're doing. We're live every day, Friday, Saturday, Sunday at 11 a.m. Pacific. And if you miss us while we're not on, please go check out our YouTube. Subscribe there as well. It is free, right? Any little bit of support does help. Is there a food truck channel? There will be. Wait, we're going into one right now. Haha. Chef Steve, let's go see him. He does smoked foods too. Okay, see you guys tomorrow. Stay safe, stay healthy, try and be happy. If you need anything, we'll be on Discord. Bye, friends. Love you guys.